Andy Costello, your professional real estate broker, and I am here with Danny, owner of Big Ds Barbershop. Danny, tell us a little bit about how you, what your business is and how you got started.
Okay, well, it's a barbershop, kind of in the name, definitely. Cutting hair. We cut hair and we do shaves. We focus only on cutting hair. We do men's and women's hair. My prices are based on the type of haircut, not the gender of the person, which I think is something I haven't seen enough out there. Oftentimes I'll do the same exact haircut on a man as I did on a female, yet for some odd reason, we're tacking on an extra $10 for the female. So yeah, just a barbershop cutting hair.
I love it. How did you start your business? You were telling me you've been in the business literally for decades when you started as a child. So how did you get to the point where you were ready to open Big D's and start your own business?
You know, it's just been a dream of mine. It's been a dream of mine for many years. A few years back, I decided, okay, I really need to make this dream come true. So I've had many nights of going to sleep thinking about, if I had my barbershop, what would I do? And so just hard work, cleaning up my credit so I could get a business loan. And it came out of what I felt was a need, a passion, and a love, just a love for what I do.
So obviously this question's probably pretty clear. What's been one of the biggest business challenges that you've faced since starting Big D's?
Well, how about the fact that I opened a business during a pandemic? And it's also a hard hit industry. It's not as near as hard as hit as the food industry, but the barber and cosmetology industry has been one of the hardest hit during a pandemic. So, I mean, that in itself speaks for itself. That's been a huge challenge. I know, like, oftentimes we rely on word of mouth and getting out there and meeting people and saying hi and just making yourself well known. Well, right now, people don't want you to approach them. They don't want you to hand them anything, and it's completely understandable. So, that has been a big challenge. So I definitely work on social media and just word of mouth, and a lot of that, just people getting in here and seeing how I am taking the extra steps to keep you safe, to get your trust.
What do you attribute your success to in the industry and with your business?
Honestly, number one are my clients and the community. Without my clients and without the community, I have no business. I have nothing. And my clients have really carried me through this time. When I did, one of my clients, my oldest one, he's in his early 90s. He's been a client of mine for 20 years. And a lot of these people, when I told them what I was doing, they held off and waited to get a haircut and waited till I opened my shop. And then community, my neighbors and other businesses in this area have come around and introduced themselves and made me feel welcome. And that's actually part of the reason I wanted to open a business in the downtown Vancouver area, is because I have worked here before, and I noticed this area is very much into community and getting to know your neighbor. And so that would be number one, just my clients and our community.
Yeah, that's great. I love Vancouver probably for the same reasons that you talk about opening a business in downtown Vancouver.
It is a real thing, isn't it?
It is a real thing. Yep. What is one thing you would want the community to know about Big D's?
A big thing I'd want the community to know about Big D's is that this is a non-judgment zone. We are open to cut everyone's hair. There are some topics I like to keep out of the shop. And, other than that, I find people from all walks of life interesting. From all the years I've been doing hair, I've always found something interesting about every single client I've worked on. So that is one thing I want them to know, is that you are welcome here, no matter who you are, no matter what kind of haircut, as long as it's just a haircut.
Yeah. So that's great. That's great. We need more places like your business around town. So tell everybody exactly where you're located, and if they're interested in coming in for a haircut, how they can learn more, either website or phone, how you'd prefer to be contacted.
Okay. Number one reason I even opened a business right here, right now, is this location opened up. I'd had my eye on it for a good 10, 15 years. I am right downtown Main Street on the corner next to Keegan's Theater. It's a beautiful building, beautiful area. I love where I am. I also have a website, www.bigdsbarbershop.com. There's a booking system link to that website. I have a phone number. You can find me on Google, Instagram, Facebook. I am trying to be found.
I love it. That's great. Thank you so much, Danny. I will be sure to put your website in the notes for the show. So if people that are watching are interested, they can learn more about you there. I really appreciate your time and sharing your story. It's clear that you are passionate about your profession and your business.
Thank you. I appreciate your time. It was nice to meet you.
It was nice to meet you too. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching this week, and I will catch you next week. Take care.